yesterday, you know.
What? Oh my god, is she okay? How did she faint?
Faint? Why would she faint?
But you just said she passed out.
Yes, she passed out, and that too with flying colors. She scored a 95%, you see.
Oh, so she didn't faint.
No, Baba, why will she faint?
But you said passed out.
Yeah. Sounds familiar? Well, yes. Today's video is all about exploring such situations, phrases and words which we use in our day-to-day life, but they may not be so appropriate to the globally accepted English. They may lead to confusion and they may hamper the understanding of your listener, and hence it's a good idea to explore some similar phrases in today's video. Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel Speak Smart with Anu. Once again, thank you so much for giving your most precious thing, your time. I hope this video is worth it because you definitely are. I request you to watch this video till the end because in today's video we are going to, like I said, explore certain phrases, words and idioms which we use in our day-to-day life without even knowing that they are not so appropriate, or without even knowing that there is probably a more suitable way of saying them or saying it. Yeah. So now that you're watching this video, first of all, let me congratulate you. Kudos to you, everyone, for taking ownership of your learning and development. And I'm sure you must be looking forward to speak smart, converse better, be more fluent, pronounce better, etc., etc., etc. And you could be one of those people, you know, who are brilliant in reading and writing English, but when it comes to speaking, you're all jittery and a little self-conscious, unsure of what needs to be done, maybe more sure and, you know, more conscious about the fact that you're going to make mistakes. Or you could be the opposite. It doesn't matter to you whether you're saying right or incorrect English. It doesn't matter to you what others think, which is very good in spirit, and, you know, I must say that's great confidence. But if such brilliant confidence is matched by accurate language skills, wouldn't it be so much better? In either way, you know, there is scope for improvement, there is scope of improvement, and hence that is exactly what we are going to explore today. So first things first, ladies and gentlemen, let us all agree and admit to the fact that if you're watching this video, in all probability, you're a non-native speaker of English, which means it's not your mother tongue, hence making it a second language for you. In today's video, we are going to explore how our mother tongue influences our usage of a second language, which of course in our case right now is English. You know, there are certain words and phrases which do not exist in English, but we as Indians have created these words and phrases to suit our needs. These words, phrases and idioms have become the characteristics of something called an Indian English, or also very famously known as Indianisms. So that is what we are going to do today. We are going to explore Indianisms. You know, friends, one of the strongest reasons why we make and we continue to make errors is the fact that we don't even know we are wrong. There's nobody who's ever corrected it, and we've been speaking like that all our lives. We don't even know that there is a way which is more suitable, and hence let's just put our learning hats on and delve into this area of Indianisms. I would like to start off with a slightly exaggerated and a little comic version. When we were little, I'd gone to one of my aunt's place, and she had a neighbor who unfortunately had a bereavement in the family. Somebody had passed away. We went there to offer our condolences, pay our condolences and ask what happened. So the neighbor auntie said, "Nothing, Bhabhi ji. Bas on the spot accident hua aur hand to hand death ho gayi." No, you know, it was a very grim situation, but I still couldn't stop myself from smiling a little. You know, the lady had immense confidence and she did want to attempt and speak English. However, what she had done was a literal translation from Hindi to English, which is haathon haath ho gaya, right? So that's another way of Indianisms, when we literally translate one Hindi phrase into English, or a phrase in your colloquial or your native mother tongue, your mother tongue, and we literally convert it into English. Yeah. So today we are going to talk about 10 common phrases, commonly used phrases, words and sentences, which I'm sure after when you listen to these these examples, you might just find it a little shocking that, oops, wasn't that correct? Isn't that how it's supposed to be? So we'll talk about 10 of these today, and then in the next video we'll take it further. Yeah. So the first one that we are going to talk about today is what is your good name? Now you must be thinking, what's wrong in that? But hello, do I also have a bad name? No. This phrase was invented because we had two names. Usually, especially in India, people have an official name and a nickname. And one is the name which is there on our official documents, and the other is the name which our friends and family used to call us fondly. Yeah. In Bangla they say Bhalo Naam or Dak Naam, and thus Bhalo, which means good, gave birth to this good name. Not necessarily just the Bangla phrase, but otherwise also we as Indians have one name which we think is official and one is nick. So the official name can't be the good one and the nickname can't be the bad one. Hence the term good name is absolutely not necessary. Yeah, this does not exist in the standard English, and hence the next time you want to ask someone their name, please cut the chase and ask them directly, what is their name? Can I get your name? Can I take your name? Could you please tell me your name? Instead of saying what is your good name. Second, which follows suit, is myself, Anupama. Now what's wrong in myself, Anupama? This is, it's inappropriate to use myself followed by your name. Why? Because myself is used only if you've already used I in the sentence. For example, I hurt myself accidentally. When you're introducing yourself, stick to my name is Anupama, I am Anupama, or my name is Anupama. Yeah. Moving on to the third, which is again a very commonly used phrase, I am going out of station. Out of station. What's wrong with this? Well, it's an extremely outdated and redundant phrase. It was used back in history, especially in the pre-independence era, when officers were posted at different stations, and when they had to report, when they have to tell that they can't report to work, they would say, I am out of station. It was also an era when a train was the prime mode of transportation. This doesn't stand true in today's times. Yeah, and hence it is an inappropriate phrase to be used. Instead you can say, I'm out of town, I'm not in the town, I'm not in city, or name the town, I'm out of Delhi. Yeah. Number 4, and again, especially people who write a lot of emails must have seen this very commonly, which is do the needful. Now, it again is an extremely redundant phrase, my dear friend, and it was used especially when people were dealing with bureaucracy again in the in olden times. Ideally, it should be followed by an explanation of what the needful is, but we use it very loosely and we do not really give the needful or the exact need. For example, let's say in my society there's a problem of waterlogging, and I want to tell the authorities that they need to do something about it. When I write to the authorities, when you use it loosely, you would say, there is waterlogging in my society, I request you to do the needful. Now, what is the needful? You want them to block the drains, open the drains, break the drains, stop the rain. What is it that you want them to do? Unless it is given you're giving clear information of what the need is, it's an extremely vague statement. Yeah. Instead, use do as necessary, or could you please do what is needed, Or better still, you can just give them the clear instruction. Please get the grades cleaned. Yeah. Number 5. Number 5 is again a very commonly used phrase, which is please revert or revert back. Now, revert as a word means returning to a former state. It does not mean that you're seeking a response. It's very commonly used in our emails in spoken English and is considered as a synonym to reply, which is not right, by the way. So unless you want something to go back to its former state, you should not be using revert as a word. Yeah. Instead, just say, please get back to me on this, please respond, or just say, could you please respond to the question. In continuation to revert, another thing that is very, very commonly misused or abused, I would say, is reply back. Now, reply in itself as a word means respond to or say something in response to a certain thing. Why add the unnecessary back? It's not needed. Yeah. So just say, could you please reply, or I request a reply. Yeah. So back is not necessary with reply. The next one, which is number 7, discuss about. Now, discuss in itself means to talk about something. Yeah. Why to add that unnecessary about? It seems that, we have this, this lot of words that we want to use in our day-to-day speech without even understanding the fact that whether they are necessary or not. Discuss in itself means talk about something. So, instead of saying let's discuss about politics, let's stick to let's discuss politics. Okay? Moving on to number 8, which again is a literal translation. Remember, hand to hand is do one thing. So, nek kaam kar. Right. Whenever we start giving instructions, a lot of us start off with do one thing. Why is it wrong? It is wrong because we generally don't stop at one thing. We end up saying, okay, your system is not working, do one thing, open the windows, go to the settings, blah, 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 blah. So if you don't stop at one, why do you say do one thing? Just say do this, or what you can do is, right? Number 9, order for. Now again, order in itself as a word means to ask for something. We don't need to put a for with it. It's okay to say, can we order pizza? Or can we order a pizza? Instead of saying, can we order for a pizza? Again, unnecessary usage of words which is not appropriate, right? So let's just order a cake instead of ordering for a cake. Okay? Number 10 and the last for the day is, could you repeat it again? Well, if somebody has said something and you've not understood, the good way or the right thing, repeat in itself means could you say it again. So if somebody has said something you've not understood, just say could you please repeat, rather than repeat it again. Yes, if the person has repeated it once and you've not got it, you've still not got it, that's when you can say could you please repeat it one more time or repeat it again. Yeah. So it's incorrect to say repeat again the first time you want somebody to say something again. So these 10 phrases, very commonly used, you will hear them every now and then. Not the most appropriate, there are other ways of using them. I hope you are able to learn something out of the video today, and you will be able to take care of these errors in the coming videos. This will be it for today, my dear friends. We will explore more next week. Hope you liked today's video. If yes, then please do the do's. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I really look forward to interacting more with you. Please leave some comments if you have questions. If I don't have an answer, I'll find one for you. But let's just talk. Let's just get this rolling. Please like, comment and subscribe. And until we meet again next week, speak smart.